actually getting answers in a decades-old mystery.
16-year-old Sarah Yarborough showed up early to her school in Federal Way on a Saturday morning, almost 28 years ago, and then someone brutally killed her. Tonight, that accused killer is behind bars, thanks to some groundbreaking science and tireless police work. Brian Flores here now with a look at how investigators cracked this case.
Yeah, David, it's that tireless police work that Sarah's mom is thankful for. After almost 28 years, she heard the news she thought she would never hear. Her daughter's accused killer had been caught. Officers arrested 55-year-old Patrick Leon Nicholas at a business in Kent on Wednesday night. King County detectives believe Nicholas is the one who strangled and killed Sarah Yarborough at a Federal Way High School back on December 14th, 1991. For years, Sarah's mom lived with the pain of her daughter's death, but also not knowing who killed her. She thanks detectives for not giving up.
I was really surprised. I wondered perhaps if the person was no longer living. I just seemed unbelievable to me that he would still be around. So, but I have to say that the detectives have never given up.
And tonight, we've also learned through probable cause documents that detectives got a call last Friday from criminal genealogists saying they had a possible lead. Detectives took that lead, tracked Nicholas over the weekend. They got his DNA from a cigarette and a napkin that he happened to drop on the ground. That DNA matched what was found, again, almost 28 years ago.
This is why public servants do their work. This is why your government officials support all kinds of different layers of what King County government provides.
PC docs say Patrick Nicholas was convicted for first-degree attempted rape in 1983. He served 4 years in prison at the time, but because DNA collection didn't begin until 1990, his DNA was never collected. We've also learned that the lead in this case was a family tree analysis from Patrick Nicholas's brother, Edward. Edward is a registered sex offender from a previous rape conviction, and his DNA was the one in the system originally. But it really speaks volume, guys, to the advanced technologies now available to solve these crimes. Patrick Nicholas being held on $5 million bail, but many people still remember when this happened. AJ Janeville reports from the community where Nicholas lived as we continue our team coverage tonight.
A quiet neighborhood in Covington. There's a school and a fire station. And this is where law enforcement say 55-year-old Patrick Leon Nicholas lived. The person they believe killed 16-year-old Sarah Yarborough 27 years ago.
For years, investigators wondered if this suspect still lived in the area or was even still alive. Now it turns out that the person that law enforcement believes committed these crimes lives right off of this street in Covington, only about 30 minutes away from Federal Way, where Sarah Yarborough was murdered.
Right out in the open.
Charging documents say in 1991, Nicholas had already gone to prison for attempted rape in the first degree. Documents say in 1993, he was arrested for child molestation. He pleaded guilty to a gross misdemeanor.
Here you got this person right there next door to the school.
Jeannie Pettigrew lives near Nicholas's home. She says her daughter was born in 1991 and grew up right here, walking down these streets, going to this school. Pettigrew says knowing Nicholas lived right down the street makes her feel uneasy.
Out and just doing his own thing, and who knows if there's anybody else that they haven't connected him to yet.
Charging documents say Nicholas's last conviction was in 1994. The documents say his DNA will now be put into the federal database. Reporting in King County, AJ Janeville, Q13 News.
So if it seems like we have heard